It is the go-to neighborhood for illegal drugs. Almost 200 liquor licenses here, not a single supermarket. San Francisco's Tenderloin, barely a square mile of it, saturated with prisoners on parole and children. More than 3,500 children of working poor families. Olga and her 4 children live here too. United in love and hope for better days. The Tenderloin all they can afford for now. Jennifer is the oldest.
There's drug dealers like every street corner. There's fights going on every hour. And there's also drug addicts just all over the place.
If you envision a child walking through the Tenderloin on their way to school, they're stepping over people who are passed out on the sidewalk. They're avoiding the puddles of urine.
Good morning. How you doing today? Good. Welcome to Marillac.
Mike Daniels, president of Marillac Academy, a private Catholic school grades 4 through 8.
They're walking past people who are injecting themselves. They're being solicited for a number of things related to prostitution, related to gang activity.
Marillac Academy was courageously and deliberately planted in the wounded heart of town.
This is where the need is. Before we opened, there was no middle school that was serving the community here. We had parents who were busing their kids out to over 20 different public schools around the city.
Hola, buenos dias. Hi, Eric. How are you today?
They don't speak the language, they don't own a car. Imagine trying to get your son or daughter to school on time when you have a 45-minute bus ride ahead of you and you've just come off the second shift.
How are you today? Good? You ready for school? All right. Have a nice day. All right, thank you.
Teach me to live one day at a time, Lord, says the song. Almost a community anthem. Over 10 years, day by day, Marillac, raising an extended family to raise future generations.
What is our essential question? Jesus?
Why should I have a virtuous life? Why should I live a virtuous life?
Why should I live a virtuous life?
Marillac students are taught to live by 5 virtues: compassion, integrity, responsibility, perseverance, and leadership.
But leadership is like the king of all of our virtues. Because
The 8th graders nominate world leaders.
Luis.
Jesus.
David.
Obama.
Okay, President Obama. We refer to people by their titles. Gabrielle.
Mother Teresa.
George Washington.
Moses.
And they nominate Marillac leaders.
She shows integrity and responsibility.
Wonderful.
Eric is the 3rd child in his family to attend Marillac. Olga is a housekeeper, raising her children in a studio apartment. Edwin is now in high school. It all started with Jennifer, convinced she was falling behind by 3rd grade. Then Olga noticed construction at an abandoned school nearby, in the shadow of St. Boniface Church.
I went straight to the office at Marillac, and I was shy because for my English. I said, oh, how can I ask? I was looking for the perfect word to ask. And the secretary, she started speaking Spanish. I was like, oh, this is a miracle.
A miracle and more. Jennifer soared to class salutatorian. She is in college today.
It's like a dream come true. I never really thought it would happen, but here I am, and it came true.
There is a college path for everybody.
75% of Marillac graduates are in college today, double the rate in communities such as the Tenderloin.
And everybody needs some kind of training after high school to be successful and to be able to support yourselves and have a kind of a job that you would like to get up every morning and go to.
Tell me
right now, what colleges you're thinking of?
St. Mary's and probably Sacramento.
We offer counseling support, we offer academic advising, if they need assistance in finding glasses, if they need a hearing aid, if they need cleats for a soccer team, money for a prom dress. We're a one-stop shop in trying to find resources for them.
What are some of the subjects that you enjoy most here?
Resources too for a third of incoming students. They are chosen especially because they are below grade level.
Anything difficult for you?
Reading is challenging.
Professional evaluation and lots of help raise their scores. Dedication inspired by two Catholic orders that since the 17th century have cared for and educated the poor.
This one you just want to get it to 100, so you multiply it by 4.
The Daughters of Charity, established by St. Louise de Marillac, and the De La Salle Christian Brothers.
We all work in education. So that's why your school, the Marillac, is very, very important to us.
Both orders are founding contributors to the school. Today, joined by foundations and local donors, whose annual scholarship dinner has brought in $1.2 million in 4 years.
7, 8. There's 9 blue candies.
De Marillac school days are 9 hours long, plus curriculum is year-round. And there's a first-class student-teacher ratio, 12 to 1.
The teacher comes up to you and asks you personally, like, is everything okay? Do you understand this problem? If you don't, come by after class or after school or during lunch.
If you're studying and you're stuck on a question, feel free to text me or email me. My phone number is 415.
Teachers are on call nights and weekends. They visit students' homes.
Minimize. Minimize.
Is there a sacrifice? Yes. Our teachers could be making more money at other schools in different parts of the state, but the reward that they receive, the intangibles.
So can you teach me how to do that?
Are what allows us to be able to recruit and retain top educators.
Okay, Sufyan, did you have your hand up?
Captain?
It's a great word.
It's just, it makes you feel warm inside, like butterflies in your stomach when your teacher tells you, like, great job, you're actually going to go somewhere, you have potential.
200 and 400.
200 and 400, excellent.
Yeah.
Now you're going to practice shaking hands with the person in front of you and in back of you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Brittany Peary. Alfonso Nahosa. My name is Emiliano Jimenez.
I need you to make the eye contact with one another.
Hi, my name is Matiana. Hi, my name is Nancy.
Okay, well done.
Okay, so I want you to sit down real quick. Let's review what went well.
Ramsha's handshake was firm, not loose.
It was firm, not loose. Excellent. Okay, what's the correct response when you don't hear someone? What is something? There's not just one thing. What can you say? Adam?
Excuse me or pardon me.
Excuse me or pardon me. What else could you say?
Can you please repeat that?
Excellent. Can you please repeat that? Any questions here? Here we go. I'm at, is that -5? I can't see this thing.
No matter how quietly a visitor enters, that day's class greeter is up like a shot to extend a welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
What's your name?
It says
Brother
right
Tom.
there, but everyone should have
My
their...
name is Emiliano Jimenez.
It's real nice to meet you. You guys did a very nice welcome.
21.
Very good.
Volunteers are vital members of the family.
Very good.
One volunteer for almost every student.
So what I want you guys to do is you're going to practice juggling normally. You're going to try to throw it up really high and practice juggling over your head. This?
They enliven the day. They expand the curriculum, sharing their specialties.
Are you ready? On guard. And we're going to try and slice their bellies, so it's a sideways cut.
Formalized combat with rules in the school auditorium. On the other side of the wall, the Tenderloin rules. Out here, the uniform is no shield.
See you, gentlemen. Enjoy the afternoon. How was your day?
They go back to their single room or one bedroom apartments at nighttime. They can't leave when it's dark because it's unsafe. They're studying in their bathrooms. What they're hearing on the streets at night.
Do you know a lot about your family?
Easing the hardship an unparalleled counseling service, unique in size and scope.
Did you grow up in Mexico or here?
No, I was born here.
10 pro bono counselors from California Pacific Medical Center and interns from 2 universities. They support Mariillac's director of counseling.
It's also not just a cry for attention, so we don't dismiss this kind of behavior.
More than half of students, and often their families, request or require counseling.
We have families who are living in crises, on the verge of homelessness. Just this morning at the gate, I had a mother hand me a restraining order, and she asked me, "Mr. Daniels, if you see him, if he comes by the school, can you please call the police so that we can keep my daughter safe?" Those are the types of conversations that are happening on an ongoing basis.
If I got in trouble, the first people I would actually call besides my family would be Marillac. They tell us that on the day we graduate, and it won't matter if we're like 25 or 30, they will still be there for us.
Entonces, aquí tenemos el año 2011.
Monthly parents' meetings are compulsory. Families and the school sign a covenant, agreeing to mutual obligations.
Literally talking with them about turning off the television, creating a quiet space, maybe taking the younger siblings for a walk while our student may have the space and the time to complete their assignments.
And parents must pay according to their income.
Every month I have to pay $35 to the Marillac, which is means a lot for me, but it's nothing from the kind of education they have.
Her whole life, Estelle has grown up thinking that children go to Marillac, graduate from high school, and go on to college. She can't wait.
She tell her, "Jenny, can you put me in one of your luggage and take me with you to college? I want to go to college."
Count the points, okay? And even though she's 5.5 right now, I'm pushing her to go to college, do her homework every night.
8.
We are always refining, we are always growing, we are always enhancing the services we're able to provide to our families. But we know that is paying off dividends that we might not even see throughout our own lifetime, but we're going to see for generations to come.